Welcome back to The Edge, live in your Bleacher Report. You're with your boy Micah Parsons, and I am your host. This episode is sponsored by Nationwide. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side. And y'all know what time it is. We back in the Lions Den, man. And y'all know my man Big Play Slay's coming back to the Live Den. So I want to welcome my dog Big Play Slay back to the Edge, baby, because it's about to go down. What's up, Big Play Slay?
What's good?
They said you went down yesterday. I know that feeling. You good? Like
Yeah,
I'm
missing
good,
no
time.
Nah, I should be all right, man. Get back out there, get right.
All right, that's good, bro, because, they need you. But your young dogs is killing it, though. I just saw Deshaun and Quinn going crazy. Bro, they about to push you out of spot, bro. They try to make sure you don't get no more money, dog.
Hey, look, that's what they here for, man. Look, I'm 12 years in. I done played a long time. So my job is to make sure they get ready to take my spot, man, because, hey, it's here for them. It's damn sure here for them.
So Eagle fans, be prepared. Big Play Slay saying the young guys is about to get ready to take over, man. Because he played a good game, man. First time starting. I saw his stats. I said, man, he hooping. So
yeah, he hooping definitely, man. He playing his ball. He playing ball right now.
Yeah, I say, bro, it's gonna be a sad day not seeing two out there though. When you don't got Slay out there no more, it's gonna be a sad day for the league.
Yeah, man. I did a lot for this league, man. So, hey, everybody time come to the end, but I'm always appreciate the game. I'm gonna be around the game still, pulling up to games all the time. So, I'm gonna be up there at the link, getting it in too.
You gonna get into coaching?
Oh, not NFL. No, sir, not that part, but most likely high school, man. Get into some high school coaching, man. I can't do college. That's too much traveling. So yeah, I'm staying right at the house. Yeah.
I'm the same way, bro. From college, NFL, I ain't doing it, but I am going to be a DC or head coach for a high school football team somewhere in Texas. I feel you 100%.
Same. Yeah, we might well meet up.
I'm ready whenever you are, dog. We could get one of these private schools, start recruit. I need to recruit, bro. I'm going to tell you right now.
At H-Time, we gonna get the dub. H-Time, we get taking the dub, man.
We're gonna have the NIL in high school. Family put up, throw you a couple of dollars, make sure you straight. A high school stipend, get your J's feet right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into college early. We're gonna have them well prepared for what they're gonna see.
Hey, I'm talking about no negotiating needed. We got you set over here, man.
Hey, y'all heard it here first. Me and Slay going to a prep school. We're going to start high school NIL to get our kids there. We're going to be heading we're going to travel. We're going to take care of IMG, St. Bosco. We want all of them. Bosco, all of them.
We want all of them. We want them all. We want them all. Yes, sir. Get these kids right.
Man, hey, congrats. You back in the win column, too. I saw that Browns game was, crazy. Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
2016 nail biter. What was like the emotions on the sideline? I saw Sirianni got a little emotional. Rowdy, what was that type of emotion like?
Man, it was just great, man. Just getting back in that win column because, we got passionate fans that we need to get this dub for. And we love to go out here and compete at a high level for our fans and definitely at a home game because we lost our first home game due to me with these badass eyes I had in the end zone and scored on me. But this week, for the show, man, we had to come up here and make sure we take care of home.
Yeah. And I feel that, man. We need to take care of home ourselves. I can't talk about home for y'all. I can't say a lot about y'all home. Yeah, we 0-3 at home, which is crazy.
Ooh, and y'all really a good solid home team. But to see y'all 0-3, I'm loving it.
There was boos. There was boos. Like there was true boos from the crowd, from the fans. Everything. Like it's like boom right now. Like everyone's just mind blown. A lot of trial and error right now. How it is, bro. Because you've been in losing programs, you've been in winning programs. It's just going to take for everyone to just say, hey, we know what we're doing. Why don't we just do the right stuff? On the sideline, it'd be funny because like, in the game, you like, man, I don't know what's really going on. Like, I gotta wait till Monday to get the film. Why is this hitting? And then, kind of be on the outside looking in. I'm like, man, like this is very simple stuff we giving up right now. And
Same
it'd be
thing
the
we had
little
issue
things.
with.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's complicated. It's very simple, but it's very complicated because we can overcomplicate the simple things.
True, true. One thing we always preach is, man, make the simple thing uh like easy. You know what I'm saying? Make it your best. Because once the simple stuff take care of everything. Everything extraordinary, your time to go take care of, but make the simple things just normal. Just make your layups. And some people don't know how to make a layup, man.
Very, like 2K would say, very late timing. Very late timing.
Facts, yeah. Right now we're on excellent timing right now. We got that dub, so we're on excellent timing. We're gonna keep it going though. Gotta stack these bitches back to back.
Man, I mean, bro, Devontae Smith's on my fantasy team. Having those two guys back out there, AJ, Devontae, what does that mean for your offense? What does that mean for your team? Have obviously two of your captains back out there in that field.
Man, it's feel great, man. Definitely see Smitty back out there after that crazy hit he took in the Saints, and having AJ back too as well, man. Been down for about 3 weeks, man. Seeing him back out there, Mr. Always Open. So it was just good to see them as plays, man. Because I'm a guy that just after I get my corrections on the sideline, I go stand up and watch the offense work because these guys right there on the offense, man, they're some amazing guys. Get to see Saquon, Dallas. AJ, Smitty, Lane, you get to watch the whole thing, man. You got a lot of offense over that side, man. A lot of Hall of Fame players, man. I see a lot of great ones, man. So I gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? I get front row seats, and them boys go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, bro, even playing against some guys, they always create such a great challenge because how dynamic they are. And that's why at the end of the game, Sirianni was going crazy at the fans. What was that about? What was the emotions of that? Like, because I understand, bro.
Coaches got back in the win column, man. So we trying to he just excited, man. He just happy to get back in the win column because I know, we get booze just like everybody else get booze at stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So, and shoot, Nick did the best way he could. He just he like to show his personality a little bit. I saw that he apologized to the fans, which he should, because these fans love him to death, and we do appreciate him as a coach. But yeah, man, emotions get involved. I just want people to know that we are human. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We human, and that's what makes it difficult out here. We know we wish we could be superheroes, but we ain't. We are human though.
I know, bro. We be trying to be superhuman too often. And that could be our, our greatest mistake because we believe, especially you know what I'm saying, a lot of success in this league, but even myself, we believe we can make every play. And people don't get that. They be like, no, you got to win in your play. I said, every play is my play. I can make every play. Like, I believe I'm better than the man in front of me right now. Like, he can't stop me from doing what I'm doing right now. Like, that, and that's just me. That's my mindset, bro. And, and it be like that, bro. And did you get a chance to watch our game?
Yeah, I did. Of course I did. As soon as I got to the crib, I watched the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fellow Lion too as well. So I rooted for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Detroit Lion too. So they the one helped me change my life. So to watch them play y'all and spank on y'all, I was pretty happy.
So you don't got no bad blood with Detroit?
Oh no, man! The city of Detroit, I got nothing but love, man. I had bad blood, but me and that guy too is we on better terms as well. So but the city of Detroit, no sir. They did a lot of love, a lot of justice. They let me come into their high schools, talk to their programs. I met a lot of kids. I met Avante. I watched your boy Lewis Jordan in high school, watch him play ball his senior year. Avante mad at Sauce. Went to Sauce. I went to all them guys to come out there, hang out with me and work out with me for a little bit when I was in Detroit. So I got a lot of love there.
Bro. Yeah, man. I think so far what I've seen, bro, Detroit is such an underrated fan base because obviously they had some real rough times. But right now, as they're winning and they're getting back on the train, the fan base is, bigger than ever, stronger than ever, booming. Yeah. I haven't seen too many people's fans take over AT&T, but I would say there were some blue in the stands and it wasn't ours. It was like that. Like it was the whole.
It was crazy.
Yeah, they moved seats up and everything. They had bro, it was.
Look, Detroit low key got beef with y'all because back in 2014 when we came there in the playoffs, Dez Bryant did that little cheating junk coming on the field. We got a penalty called on us. We could have got the PI and really won the first Detroit playoff game in like 20-something years in 2014. And we was rocking then. I think it was like 11-5 or something. And ever since then, that's the reason I ain't like Dallas, because they cheated us in the playoffs.
I mean, Dallas been cheated plenty of times, so I don't even feel bad for that. Dez, that was a catch. If you gonna bring Dez up, that was a catch. We should have been an NFC Championship game. That was a catch.
Y'all shouldn't have made it to that round, though. Y'all shouldn't have made it to that round. We would have won.
Nah. So you just saying karma hit us right back.
Karma hit y'all right back.
Come on, bro. You gotta stop
right
that,
back,
bro. You gotta stop that, bro. Nah, heck no, bro.
Did.
No, ain't no way.
I thought it was a catch too. I gave him a catch. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's a catch, bro. They can't cheat that man like that. Was a hard-earned catch. But karma got y'all back.
Nah. That was a catch, bro. I mean, even I want to give a moment to even, pray for my man Hutch, bro. Just because seeing what he was doing out there on that field before he got hurt and then getting hurt on the sack, it was like, heartbreaking to even see.
For real.
And, I just, for something like that, bro, regardless of how competitive our league is, you never want to see something like that, especially for someone who's having the year he was having. I think he was the leader of the defensive player of the year, 7.5 sacks at 6 games in. I mean, he was dominant, leading the league in pressures. I mean, it's just real sad. And, to see the heart of their defense kind of gone like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's how we felt that one time with BG, man, when he tore his Achilles against the game. I think it was like, who we was playing? Like Casey or somebody. And he tore his Achilles, man. You could hear a penny drop in there. It was so quiet in there, man, because, we got guys like that just really, truly the heart of the team. And you can see, from the Lions that he for sure is the heart of that team, man, and the heartbeat. And to see him go down like that junk is sad, man, because he was having a year like an all-pro defensive player type year. So, man, to see him go down, 100%. To see.
It's terrible.
Straight dog.
And, it's kind of hard to say, like, who's going to step up, behind him. But that team is solid all around. They got great scheme, finding ways to get guys one-on-one, blitzing, different type of line fronts and stuff like that. So, I think a lot of guys have a chance to really step up. But I would say, to your point, I think Dallas and Detroit rivalry is bigger than what most people think. The absolute level of.
Tell you.
I believe, because I think since I've been in Dallas, I think we played Detroit 3 times. We beat them, 2 years in a row. And then obviously they came back, and then obviously people want to say we cheated them last year. And honestly, bro, like with my injury, I was like, bro, I think it hurt me more. So I think in my period of time, I've never been injured. And, I thank God that, it's not too serious.
Yeah.
But in my life, like the 2 biggest games that I wanted to play, I could not play in. Like if I had to mark, 2 games of my year of like who I would wanted to play, one is like Pittsburgh, obviously besides Philly, because it's PA, like that's home for me. Everybody from my hometown was coming up to Pittsburgh. I looked up the timeline. Obviously, you got TJ over there, Minka, and they known for great defense and all those things. And obviously the next one is Detroit. I knew Detroit was coming back to Dallas and it was going to be an all-out warfare. And those are the games you look forward to. Like, I know when Eagles going to play Cowboys, that's like the biggest rivalry. Like, Slay, they don't understand. Pre-game, ain't nobody worried about Slay right now. Like, I'm like, like, CD, you better F Slay up, bro. On God, like, ain't no mercy for him, bro. He ain't getting, like, people don't understand. Like, right now, we could be cool because we still, right, you know what I'm saying? You got some weeks out.
So we get it,
bro.
We get that line, it's over with.
Yeah, ain't no more.
Lane,
you ask Lane Johnson if I'm out there saying, hey, Lane, I appreciate you for everything you do. You ask Lane Johnson if I'm out there trying to kill Lane. And ask Jordan, too. I don't think people realize that, like, when we in them lines, bro, ain't no friends, but now I think what people don't understand now is like, look at, the past NFL, why they don't come back around. Why them great legends don't come back now. Because they ain't build no relationships with nobody. Like, they were, they damn near hated these, like, there was no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had
like,
real animosities for some reason. They had
like,
animosity.
I don't know if it's because the lack of communication, you know, socials ain't the same, things like that. So you can't follow people's career. But I mean, them legends don't come around like that no more. Like we would still, if you know something happened now, y'all been saying you still gonna come back and be around cats like that because who you are and like what you meant to the game. But I kind of hate that part of our game. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't he be an OG for me? Like Andrew Whitworth got no connection to the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy.
Yeah, he a great, you know, mentor for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff don't mean nothing. And you've been a great mentor for me.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was telling folks, man, I'm like, man, I'm here to help, you know, people get better as a person. You know, when we on that field, it's go time every time. But, you know, outside the world, we got outside problems, man, that a lot of us done went through in life, different phases of life, you know, like, shoot, I'm a different person than everybody else. You know, I got kid at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, we had questions and stuff. Like, we got stuff way outside that's bigger that we can all help each other get better off with. But when it comes to that football, yeah, you know what time it is. But we have real life outside problems that we want to talk about.
Literally, and it's funny because people don't even realize this about our relationship. I met you before I was even in the NFL. You was giving me kid lessons because I had a child in high school and you went through the same thing. You was giving me advice when we was training together before I even made I think, was I in the pre-draft or was that like the year before?
Like, yo, kind of like the year right before it. Like it's kind of like in the middle of the whole thing because you set out with that year, I think, the other year.
Yeah.
So that's what I was telling you. I said the same thing. I said, man, we had y'all know what kind of talks me this man had before we even know that he's gonna become a Dallas Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't tarnish that relationship and not hop on my man podcast because you know he's a Dallas Cowboy. That's not gonna work like that. I won't born and raised like that, but I do understand why fans are getting mad about it because it's a rivalry. But game day, Cowboy week, you might not hear from me all week.
You know I'm not gonna hear from you all week.
You're not gonna hear from me all week.
And depending if we win or lose, you might not hear from me for 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to come on now. You know what I'm saying? Don't let us win. Now I might blow your phone up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know you see my phone. I know you see my number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're there right now. We lose. It might be a little week or two. I might not talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Calm down.
like it. You know, even mention rivalries like this. Detroit Dallas rivalry is so big that the absolute peak of pettiness has hit the NFL, bro. Like the first play of the game, they made Dan Skipper ineligible because remember the 2-point play last year? They was like he didn't rule himself ineligible or whatever. So they had him rule eligible in the first play of the game, right before half, and I don't think they did it. And in the end of the game, and then had all these type of trick plays, bro. And then obviously, I'm seeing like all this animosity between the receivers and DBs. I mean, we got a lot of injuries, and you know it's like when you got injuries and stuff like that. And there's no excuses for how that game played out. But just know we'll definitely be looking forward to a rematch, a revenge game ourselves. Because that was type crazy for real.
I ain't noticed they did that and was being petty like that. That's crazy,
bro. Absolute peak of pettiness. They try to run the same 2-point play to have Taylor Decker score again.
Oh yeah, King Petty. I love it.
I was like, oh, I see what they on, and like, mind you, like it sucks because I'm like, man, I came and help my guys. I came in, defend this stuff, like, but
I know you was hot. You couldn't go out there.
Bro, I telling you that you mark a Detroit game, bro. Like, cause they're going to, like, I don't care if it's a 0-16 Detroit, 4-12. They play hard, bro. Like, you know you got to come with it every time.
Every time. I'm telling you, even when the downs I went down, man. I was there for 7 years. We had some down years, boy. I'm talking about still. We in there hitting, getting after it every day in practice, too. So, I just think that's just what they do best, man. Detroit is a good fighting city, man. So we be out there really competing back in my days, for sure.
That brings it to like the NFC North, bro. The Vikings were on a bye, but these teams is, they leading the best records out of all of us, bro.
Yeah, they is. They what? I think one on 5-0, 4-1, and 4-1.
4-2.
Oh, okay. Oh, they is.
Is this has this
the black
division
and
took
blue
over?
division. The black and blue division, man. That's what we call it back in the day.
This division has took over the NFL. Everyone's on the shockwave, but I kind of told people that this would happen, bro, because I knew Jordan Love was coming after I seen him in that playoff game and I seen him in that 4. I was like, Jordan Love's the real deal. Like, there was no doubt about it. The Vikings, I would say I'm a little surprised because you didn't know how that QB play was going to play out. Like, was it the Rook? Was it Sam? How was that going to look out? But
and Sam balling.
Putting all those pieces in Chicago, you always knew they had a great defense. You were just like, can their offense turn around? Right. Now it's just like, man. And then obviously Detroit, they obviously NFC Championship game, high hopes for a Super Bowl this year. You knew how that was going to look. So, I mean, this division is looking serious. And what did you mean about what the black and blue division?
So back when we was there, the black and blue, man. So it's always the coldest games of all the NFL because you got Chicago, got the Windy City. You take your ass to Green Bay in the December, boy, that thing like brick, So and then Detroit cold too. So everything was just like run heavy. Back in the day was Forte, AP, and we had at the time was Reggie Bush, Drort Bell, like. It was like run, play, action type mess. You know what I'm saying? You got to tackle the running back 50 times. It wasn't no spread offense and none of that. It was just pound game.
People don't realize that too, bro. It's a whole different level of football between 2008 to about now.
Completely different.
Do you think that some of the legends of our game of previous time, like linebacker-wise, maybe even some DBs, will translate to this generation of football? With all the motions, shifts, QB look-offs, no-look throws, way they cover up for, like, do you think they'll have some of the same success, or you think the game is similar?
Yeah, they have some success, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that group of era was kind of smart, and football kind of definitely as a DB, man. You got to get to a spot, it's the same curl flat, but now the curl kind of guys that's running curl routes are just a lot smoother with the curl, but they all going to the same spot. It's about who beat you there first. So, but I feel like a lot of guys can for sure play in this era, but not everyone, but some for sure. Just like they feel like we can't play in their era because some this, some that, Some people told me I can't play in their era because Slay, you too friendly. We would have dogged you. I said, hey, one thing I know, I done played against a lot of dogs in my life, and I've been the same friendly dude, and I done locked them all up. So you win some, you lose some. Come on now, I'm a cool dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them dogs that go chase you out in my yard, but you step in my house, I'm a different type of animal.
100%, 100%. You train. You're a trained killer.
Come on, man. Them boys. Hey, some of them boys are just wild, just running with their head cut off. Nah, I got a good shoulder on my neck, head on my shoulder.
100%. Now, in the NFC North, how would you rank their defenses? Will all 4 make the playoffs, you think?
That'd be a first, and I can see it happening. Definitely if all their defenses continue to play good, because what's going to happen is the game down there going to get colder. People will start running the ball a little bit more. So it's basically going to be down on who the defense is, and we're going to play hardest, because at the end of the day, they're going to always be close. One thing I know, they play close every year.
And tell me if you agree. This is how I'm going to rank the defenses. And, this is post-Hutch injury, so, my rankings is based off of everyone who's available and what I've seen so far. And, at the number 1, I'm going floors, 100%. I'm going floors, number 1. Number 2, I'm going to go with that Chicago defense. It's blazing. They consistently be good. They going. And at number 3, I'm definitely going with that Detroit Lions defense. That Lions defense is special, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah. And it is. I like Aaron too. He doing his thing. I love the DCs. They show love.
And then with 4, I'm going with obviously
the
Packers. And mind you, these are all top 10 defenses. You could switch Lions and Packers. But I think Chicago and I mean, obviously Minnesota's playing at a different level. And would you change anything? Like,
I might go. I'm trying to debate, man, because I might go Aaron at Detroit at 2, Chicago at 3. Because I think they play more of a playoff teams than Chicago has. That was definitely last year, and then they'll beat some great teams. Yeah, it's a big toss up. But I can tell you one thing though: all 4 of them defenses is turning the ball over for damn sure. They got both of them. You know what I'm saying? They got a ball hawk right there in Green Bay. That boy got a pick every game. And as you see, Detroit got one too. Then they have a pick every game. So them boys turning the ball over. So that's what they defense doing. I say that whole division, they defense is turning the ball
over. Yeah, and that's real. And the last time you were on here, we talked about the Commanders, and they recently played Ravens Commanders. I remember I was watching that game on my way to our game. And honestly, bro, last year they gave MVP to Lamar. And I was like, that wasn't even Lamar's best year. If we looking at it like, obviously his team, their defense had a triple crown defense. I was like,
yeah.
And, Lamar, obviously, they had one of the best records in the NFL. They beat the 49ers. They were just playing absolutely great. But honestly, bro, and truthfully, I could say Lamar's playing at a whole nother level than what we've seen in previous years. Right now, Lamar has played like the best quarterback in the NFL. And obviously, we can say Patrick Mahomes because of the Super Bowls. But right now, after 6 weeks, Lamar has been playing. He's been on a tear, bro. He's been on an absolute, killing spree, knocking at every door with the bazooka. Kaboom!
Boom! Yes. Yes.
Here we are. Yeah. Here I am. I mean, some of the stuff and plays, I seen some highlights from the Bengals game, and I'm like, bruh. And I'm seeing some of this guy highlights from Commanders game. I'm like, dog. Like, this is like, even playing, when I played him, I was like, nah, this joker's serious. Like, I mean, and Jada, and then you added Derrick Henry, bro. I mean, this is Derrick Henry rushed for another 100 and some yards and 2. Like, can we say this might be the best duo? Like RB-QB duo? Maybe. But I don't want to jump on a gun yet. But Derrick Henry's leading in every category in the NFL as a running back. Lamar is doing Lamar. I don't know every category he's in, but I saw Derrick Henry's leading in rushing, touchdowns, yards per carry, and it's something other ridiculous. But if they sustain this, are we potentially say we've gone against the best duo in NFL history?
Yes, got to be, man. It's not. Come on, man. Some of the best 2 running styles. You can call him a runner, quarterback runner, whatever you want to call him, dude threat, whatever you want to call him. They both the best on ground, and you know what I'm saying. And just seeing this with this read option, the zone read, this who keep it, like you don't want them get a full head of steam because
play
it's
action,
hard to tackle them. Play action. Then you got guys, Zay Flowers playing his best ball right now. His receivers coming alive. Like they making stuff happen. I watched the highlights too, and I'm not seeing too many doggone quarterbacks stiffing some of the best defensive ends that played this game and still throwing tubs consistently. Like he do it every week.
Yeah, and I mean, if we look at this now, and I'm gonna get this fact check. I think they have the chance to have the first MVP and Offensive Player of the Year from the same team. Now we've seen that with Rookie of the Year and things like that. Obviously with CJ and Will, and that happened a few times. And obviously, I think Sauce and Garrett Wilson did it.
Garrett Wilson. Mm-hmm.
But have we seen an MVP and an Offensive Player of the Year in the same team on the same backfield? I have to fact check it.
You got to fact because I don't think so, honestly. Like definitely my years of playing, I ain't seen it yet, and I've been 12, so it might go back to 1955, but not too much in the early 2000s.
It might happen this year. I'm telling you, I think the Ravens is on the verge of making history on how they playing collectively as a group, and that's hard to do. Okay. They said in '99. Warner won MVP and Falk won Offensive Player of the Year. So over 20 years, we haven't seen it. In '99, I was just being born. I was just being born. I'm young as hell. In 99, depending when and okay, I was just born because obviously they give out the awards in January. So I was about 5 months old. About 5-6 months old.
Hey, I was 8 years old, so I ain't know too much about what's going on then. But from that 2000 up, I know nobody ain't winning then because I was watching, paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, Lamar is 22-1 in his career against NFC opponents. Y'all played them on 12-1. How do y'all limit this attack, this onslaught attack of these two right now? And what does that say? Is Lamar like, what is this saying?
I mean, look, I'm not even trying to look that far ahead because, we said we got a division opponent this week in the Giants, but we know that's going to be a game too, so we preparing for him, man. Whenever coach put together, I know he's going to draw out the best game plan he possibly can to stop them too because they're very dynamic at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But for us to get that win, we got to stop them. So it got to happen.
Yeah. 100%, bro. I mean, it was a tough challenge, bro. I mean.
Yo, y'all don't, you tell me about it. Y'all don't play them.
Dog. But we didn't play the greatest game. But we started to lock in a little bit. But it was just a little bit too late. But obviously, Lamar and their scheme is very dynamic, and you almost want 8 in the box to stop them. But then they got all this speed outside that kind of make it a little bit more challenging. You can't be on the island all game. You know how that is. Like sometimes you're my eye, bro. Like send some help over here. Like you got to play a little shell cover something.
Sometimes, at least, you got to give them hamstrings a break at that corner position, man. That's tough now.
Tough, especially with
screens. Can't play too much shell.
Can't play too much shell.
Can't play not with them two. They'll be in rush for 300 yards.
Man, what? And then Derrick Henry going crazy. So you got to play the perfect combination. And people don't realize this, right? The reason why I think also he has such a great record is we're going to play Lamar once every 4 years.
Yes.
Or, once or twice every 2 or 5 years, 5 years max, right? Mm-hmm. The people in his division are preparing for him to see him twice a year, or you're going to see him at least twice, 2 or 3 times in a 4-year period. So it's completely different. Like people don't understand the difference between a common opponent and an uncommon opponent. We're always going to play the Eagles better because guess what? We have a history of playing y'all. We know y'all tendencies, which I like. Mm-hmm. We don't know,
what they do over there.
Yeah, who they like, especially when you play them early in the season, you don't have true tendencies.
Yeah, that's why I be trying to tell folks because this is gonna be my second time playing Lamar, and I played in my first year in Philly in 2020, and it's that's 4 years already gone. So I already know it'd be tough because that's just how the division thing work, man. You see these guys once out of every blue moon, like it took a minute for me to play Josh Allen. So I finally got to play him a couple years ago. He been in the league by what 7, 8.
Yeah,
so
bro.
That's how it be, man. You don't get to see them boys.
Hey, I'm gonna bring you into this, right? It's our so much more segment, and I want to highlight these people for doing so much for their team, just like how Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're a financial services company too. And since we're talking about, MVP Lamar, we got, right now in week 6, I'm going to give you my top 5 MVP candidates and why. And you tell me if you agree and not agree and how would you change my list, right? At number, we're going to start 5-1 this time because, I don't want to, what I'm saying? I want to, at 5 so far, I'm going to give love to my dog, Derrick Henry. At 5, we're going Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What he's doing right now, number 1 TDs, number 1 in carries, number 1 yards. He's going crazy. At 4, I'm going Joe Burrow. Even though they're not winning, he's playing great ball. Over 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns. He has a great touchdown to interception ratio, 12-2. And I think that's the best in the league right now. Lamar is at 10-2.
Okay.
All right. At 3, we're going to go C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud has 1,600 yards, 10 TDs, 4 interceptions. Number 2, I'm going Jaden Daniels. He has 1,400 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And I'm putting him there because he's playing great ball, efficiency, high QBR, and he took a losing program to a now winning program and pretty much gave MVP Lamar a battle. And then number 1, obviously, I'm going Lamar Jackson, 4 straight, knocking on the door, kaboom. And obviously, 15, 20, 10 TDs, 2 interceptions. And, I mean, he probably got a couple rushing touchdowns also. So, I mean,
yeah,
I'm going that's my order. In order, agree, disagree. Give me your thoughts.
I like the list. But I low key think, should have a 6-man on the bench. And I think the 6-man on the bench for me is Geno Smith right now. Geno was playing great ball. And you know what I'm saying? I think he's leading the league right now in passing yards. And so Geno up there. He been having a solid year, man. He had some good the little quarterback ratings, with the completions and stuff like that. So I give Geno in there. But other than that, I'm with you with them 5 guys. It don't matter what order it is, but for sure Lamar's number 1 on my list. But I'm with you on them 5 guys.
Yeah. 100%, bro. But I mean, besides that, man, Slay, I appreciate your time. You always give me this has been a great show. I can't wait to have you back on the show. I don't know quite when you're going to be back, but we appreciate you for your time. I can't wait to see y'all. We see y'all in a couple weeks. So,
be ready. Be ready. You better be locked in too. You better be locked in too.
I'm gonna be locked in and back on that field by then.
I'm gonna text you Sunday after their last game that week. Just let you know, hey, my phone on do not disturb. You know what I'm saying? Until the further notice.
All right, 100%, 100%.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, Slay.
All right, my boy, have a good one.
We got Texans Packers. We got 2 friends on the show, Jordan Love and CJ Stroud, head to head next week. Texans are 5-1. Packers are 4-2. They both common opponent they lost to are the Minnesota Vikings. Head coach DeMeco Ryan has some high praise for Jordan Love, and he says he's one of the best. He's going to be the best quarterback we've seen this year. Best quarterback play. And this is why, and I'm glad DeMeco said it, because when people say Jordan Love's entering that top 5 QB conversation, when people thought I was crazy, people thought I was delusional, but Jordan Love, I would say what separates him is Jordan, obviously, he has a tall frame, right? When you have a tall frame, like guys like Trevor Lawrence, guys like Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, you have a great advantage at playing quarterback because you kind of can see over the line. You kind of see people coming, and you can kind of keep backpedaling into, great throws. I would say he's fearless because no matter if he has 1 pick, 2 picks, whatever it is, he trusts in his arm and he trusts in his players. I seen, on Romeo Dobbs' second touchdown, him just keep fading back off the back foot with pressure, make an absolute, great throw, better catch by the receiver to Dobbs. And, make that type of, and, he just can make those type of plays, man. I think he's just been getting better and better and better. And you kind of see why. And we all question, why would the Packers, when you got Aaron Rodgers, why the Packers draft a guy like Jordan Love in the first round, knowing that Rodgers, they could have got Justin Jefferson, if you really look at it. They could have got such great receiver help. And now you kind of answer these questions. I mean, hats off to, the Packers organization kind of looking ahead in the future, because you got this dynamic quarterback and you got 2 dynamic quarterbacks. Obviously, CJ number 3 on my MVP list. I mean, it's really going to come down who could get the most turnovers. Obviously, both teams turnover machines. They're creating hella turnovers, playing great ball. It's really going to be about who gets the stops and what quarterback can lead the touchdown and get the momentum at the right time. I think this is going to be a very close game. But, a part of me wants to edge it to CJ. But, you can never sleep on the coaching staff and the players of the Packers organization, man. They always find ways to win games regardless. So, man, it's a toss-up for me. I don't even want to choose this game. It's a game, if you're going to parlay, stay away from it. But I'm going to get into college a little bit, man. Another big play, another big game from Ashton. Jeanty had another monster game, 217 yards, 2 total touchdowns. I mean, he's on pace to break, Barry Sanders' FBS rushing record of 2,628 yards. And people said I was crazy for saying that, he might come close to it or if he might break it. I understand he still has a lot to do. But if you pull up some of his touchdowns, bro, like he's making 5-6 tacklers miss, bro. Like it's dynamic. It's special football. That's why I say it doesn't matter where you play at. If you can make guys miss at the second level and score these type of touchdowns and be as explosive as him, I mean, bro, like this is crazy, bro. Like you damn near need 8 in the box. Like this guy just playing at an all-time level. I've never seen nothing like it. At least in my time. I know we had great running backs, but the pace he's on, I think easily the Heisman favorite. I mean, he's on a special run. And the slate of college football games, this weekend you got Alabama at number 11, Tennessee, Miami at Louisville, Michigan at number 22, Illinois, Texas A&M at Mississippi State, Georgia at Texas. And we're going to say these winners, I'm going to take Tennessee just because I think Alabama hasn't been playing great football. They haven't been playing great football. They've been playing good football. Obviously, the Vanderbilt loss. So you think going into the South Carolina game that they will be way more dominant. It was more close than a lot of people expected. So I think I might edge Tennessee in that game. I'm always going to take Miami because Cam Ward, I think he's the best quarterback in the draft. At number 24, Michigan at Illinois, I might take, I'm always going to take Illinois because forget Michigan. And obviously they haven't been playing great ball, and that Illinois defense has been looking very good. Obviously I'm going to take Texas A&M, but obviously the game of the week is Georgia at Texas. I'm going to be at that game. I think this is going to be the most anticipated football game, the most exciting football game. I think Texas have been the most dominant football team in college football and the most consistent. You look around all the other top teams, nail biters, close games, they have been dominating. And you can kind of say, they haven't really played anyone, but they dominated Oklahoma. They dominated Michigan. I mean, in ugly fashion. So I'm going to have to go Texas takeover night game in Austin, Texas. I do not think that they will be upset by Georgia, but it's going to be a very close game. I can't wait to watch. And obviously, the Cowboys is on their bye week, so it's going to be it's a week off, a week of recovery. I'll be taking care of my body, going down, just heading to the game and just enjoying the bye week of family, friends, and things like that. And let's just take some final questions from the chat. Like the college football talk, what were your thoughts on Penn State's win over USC? First of all, I think that win was extraordinary, right? You look at Penn State's history over the last couple of years, especially in the Franklin area, it has been trial and error a little bit, but I think they have broke the ice. I think this is a chance for Penn State to go to another level. If we beat Ohio State, we're going to the Big Ten championship game and we get back to some glory days. But the biggest thing that I liked about that Penn State game is how they were able to overcome the deficit. Usually in the Penn State, since I've been there, we might get in leads and we kind of might lose them. These guys were down, back against the wall, on the road. It would have been easy for them guys to fold over, but the fact that they was able to prevail, come back and get a win in such a stunning fashion, that was huge. I can't say it wasn't a better day to be a Penn Stater than last Saturday, and it's exciting. Notice Baker Mayfield wasn't on your MVP conversation list. Is he in that conversation? Yes, he's in the conversation. Baker Mayfield's playing great ball. They're putting together great wins. Slade might have put, Geno Smith as his sixth man, but Baker's right there for me, for my sixth man. I don't have nothing. I think Baker is playing extraordinary football. He's been putting up basically his high, college numbers again, 300 yards, multiple touchdown games, finding ways to win. But I just think those five guys have just been playing at such an elite level. It's just been outrageous. Thoughts on the sun in the AT&T Stadium? Is it a real thing on the field? I don't really think so. But at the end of the day, we kind of know what time it is when the sun is out and things like that, and we still chose to take the football. So obviously, it still doesn't have an effect if you know when the sun's going to be down, when it's going to hit. We still chose the football, so we obviously had no worry. you know, obviously had no worry about the sun. Are you watching MLB postseason? I know you think you could hit 200. Yes, I'm watching a little bit, but obviously with my Phillies out, it's been heartbreaking for me. I kind of slowed down, but I am watching what Ohtani's doing, and I am watching what the Yankees are doing. So, those are the other two teams that I root for, obviously because of Judge and Ohtani, one of my two favorite players. How will the defense even prepare for Jeanty? Honestly, I just think you just got to put 8 in the box and tackle well. You got to tackle really well. This guy is on, the guy's just on another level, man. I think if somehow he sustains this, he's going to have the greatest season of college football history. It is going to be exciting. I want to see Max Crosby on another team. Am I crazy? Yes, you're crazy as hell. Max Crosby needs to stay a Raider. He has Raider spirit, dog. Like, that man's a dog. If anyone could turn around an organization from a defensive side of his standpoint, it's him. He's a straight animal. I don't think he would ever want to go anywhere else. I think he reads that black and silver. Literally, guy's an animal, bro. I think he needs to stay a Raider. I wouldn't want to see him anywhere else. Is Oregon the best team in the country after that win over Ohio State? I wouldn't say they're the best team in the country, but I think it's very convincing. It's a very convincing win. I think Oregon's offense and defense stepped up big. I didn't think Oregon was going to be able to stop that run, but they locked in on that because they got hit and gassed with a lot of explosive plays. But I still think Ohio State is still one of the top teams in our league, and they if they seen Oregon again, they would win that rematch matchup. I like when you bring Slay on. Could you play corner? Absolutely not. I think I could cover a lot, but I don't think I want to be on the island with any guys like Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams. What Slay does, he's just on another level. That's why he's big play Slay. And that's a wrap. I appreciate everyone for coming on to The Edge. It's always great to have you guys and speak for you guys. This is where we keep it real. And, I appreciate everyone's time. Thank y'all. Have a nice day.